Yeah, and I think this has been happening. I think this kind of shift has been happening for maybe a year or two now, where I think for a while City's recruitment was very specifically, attacking recruitment was very specifically geared towards finding players who could make Haaland look good. You know, the signing of Grealish is a perfect example of this, or Savinho or Doku, and I think in the last 2 or 3 windows we're now seeing players brought in, you know, like Semenyo or Cherki or Marmoush, who are a goal threat in their own right. Semenyo is going to be a goal threat in his own right, and I think it's what gives City, I think, a lot more layers than they did certainly at the start of the season. And, you know, players like Gueye, Donnarumma, who has, I think, quietly been one of the signings of the season. He's just made them look so much more secure. And I think, you know, a few raised eyebrows. You know, where does he fit in? He's earned them maybe half a dozen points this season. He's earned them. So that's what I think is giving their strength at the moment. They've bought in, like, Premier League hardened, Premier League ready players who are basically slotting in and performing straight away.
It's just fundamentally a more individualistic approach than they've ever had before under Pep. Like, yeah. It's a team of and built around very, very high quality individuals, rather than a team which necessarily puts the system or the thinking behind the system first and foremost. That's how you go from Ederson to Donnarumma, right? Because, you know, in an ideological sense, it's a complete 180. Like, they're 2 completely different types of goalkeeper. But this season, it feels to me like Pep's just said, let's just go out and get the best individuals that we can and hope that we can encourage them to perform at their best level. Like, it's a very...
He was ahead of the curve with Donnarumma.
Yeah.
He saw what was coming. He's the smartest guy. He saw what was coming. He saw that it was the throw-ins, the corners, the set pieces. Right, what we want is a fellow who's going to come off his line, sort a few people out, great big guy. That's what we need. And now everyone's looking at that and going, see, that's what we need. We need a fellow like Donnarumma.
Does this suggest to you that
Guardiola knows what he's doing?
No, that Guardiola is on has earmarked this as his last. I mean, we've been talking about his future, but it strikes me as the team you would build, not for the future, but for the extreme present, when you have to go out
completely.
on a high.
And I think in that sense, the signing of Donnarumma actually reminds me quite a lot of when Ferguson signed Van Persie in 2012, right? You know it's your last year. You just want to. You're not thinking about 5 years down the line. You're thinking about who's the best guy I can get in right now to maximise my chance of winning the league. And I think that when I look at the Donnarumma signing, especially given it's such a departure from what he's done in the past, it does make me think this is his Van Persie moment.